Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is me, your host Hisham Jameel, Economy Wala, L1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So, as you know, whenever we come, we bring a new guest with us for interview. For today, I am here with a colony. Today, we will learn from colony about our today's topic. And about our today's topic is discuss different philosophical perspectives on achieving happiness. So today we will learn from the colony about this topic. So let's get started. Hello Annie, can you hear me?
Walaikum assalam, Shisham Jamil. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Let's dive into the topic of happiness.
Okay. So Annie, so first of all, tell me that you're ready for my interview.
Absolutely, I'm ready for your interview. Let's go.
Okay. So first of all, please introduce yourself, Annie, to my viewers.
Sure, hi everyone. I'm Annie, your friendly advisor. I'm 30 years old from New Jersey, and I studied art and engineering in Florence. I love yoga, video games, and outdoor activities. I'm excited to chat about happiness today.
Okay, Annie. So first of all, tell me that. Okay, Annie, sorry for disturbance. I am busy in another work, so now I am free. So my first question of my interview is that how do you personally define happiness?
I define happiness as a sense of contentment and fulfillment that comes from within. It's about in little moments, feeling connected to others, and pursuing what brings me joy.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Annie, now tell me that do you think happiness is a permanent state or temporary feeling?
I believe happiness is more of a temporary feeling rather than a permanent state. It comes and goes based on experiences, circumstances, and our mindset. It's important to appreciate those moments when they happen.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Annie, so my next question is that how does culture influence our understanding of happiness?
Culture plays a huge role in shaping our understanding of happiness. Different cultures have unique values, beliefs, and practices that define what happiness means to them. For example, some cultures may emphasize community and relationships, while others focus on individual achievement.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now tell me, Annie, that can happiness be objectively measured or is it purely subjective?
Happiness is largely subjective. It varies from person to person based on individual experiences, values, and perspectives. While some aspects can be measured through surveys or studies, the true essence of happiness is unique to each individual.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Annie, now tell me that is happiness is more about pleasure or meaning in life?
Happiness often involves both pleasure and meaning. While pleasure provides immediate joy, meaning contributes to a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Balancing both can lead to a
Yes.
richer, more satisfying life.
Okay, that's nice. Annie, you are answering very well, and that's nice. Okay, so now tell me that what was Aristotle's perspective on happiness?
Aristotle believed that happiness, or eudaimonia, is the highest good and is achieved through living a virtuous life. He emphasized that happiness comes from fulfilling one's potential, engaging in meaningful activities, and cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice.
Okay, it's mean that's nice. So my next question is, how does the concept of Stoicism view happiness? You know
The
about
concept,
you know about the concept of Stoicism?
yes, trigism, often associated with the idea of balance, suggests that happiness comes from harmonizing three key aspects: pleasure, meaning, and virtue. It emphasizes that a fulfilling life includes enjoyment, a sense of purpose, and ethical living.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Annie, now tell me that what did Epicurus mean when he said happiness comes from simple pleasure?
Epicurus believed that happiness comes from simple pleasures, like friendship, tranquility, and the enjoyment of nature. He emphasized that true happiness is found in modest, sustainable pleasures rather than in excessive or fleeting desires. By appreciating the simple joys in life, we can achieve lasting contentment.
Okay, that's great. That's very nice, it's me. So, Annie, and this answer is helpful to my daily life. So, my next question that how did Socrates define the Socrates define happiness in relation to wisdom?
Socrates defined happiness as being closely linked to wisdom and self knowledge. He believed that true happiness comes from understanding oneself and living a virtuous life. According to him, the pursuit of knowledge and understanding leads to a more fulfilling and happy existence.
Okay, that's it. Okay, and now tell me that what role does virtue play in happiness according to ancient Greek philosophers? Please tell me in detail because this question is very important.
According to ancient Greek philosophers, virtue plays a central role in achieving happiness. They believe that living a virtuous life, characterized by qualities like courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom, leads to true fulfillment and happiness. For Aristotle, virtue is essential for eudaimonia or flourishing. He argued that virtues are habits that enable individuals to make good choices and act in accordance with reason. When people cultivate virtues, they develop a strong character that helps them navigate life's challenges, ultimately leading to a more satisfying and happy existence. Similarly, Plato emphasized the importance of virtue in achieving a harmonious soul. He believed that a well ordered soul, where reason governs desires and emotions, results in true happiness. For Socrates, knowledge of virtue is crucial. He famously stated that no one does wrong willingly, suggesting that understanding what is good leads to virtuous actions and consequently happiness. In essence, ancient Greek philosophers viewed virtue and for a happy life, asserting that cultivating virtuous qualities not only benefits the individual, but also contributes to the greater good of society.
Okay, that's nice, Annie. That's very great history. So now tell me that sorry for late, but my question is that how does Buddhism define happiness and suffering?
Buddhism defines happiness as a state of inner peace and contentment, which comes from understanding the nature of reality and letting go of attachments. Suffering, or dukkha, is seen as an inherent part of life stemming from desires and cravings. The Four Noble Truths outline this perspective. 1. The truth of suffering, recognizing that suffering exists in life. 2. The truth of the cause of suffering, understanding that attachment and desire lead to suffering. 3. The truth of the end of suffering, realizing that it's possible to overcome suffering. 4. The truth of the path to the end of suffering, following the Eightfold Path, which includes practices like right understanding, right intention, and mindfulness, helps cultivate happiness by reducing attachment and fostering compassion. In Buddhism, true happiness arises from inner peace and enlightenment, rather than external circumstances.
Okay, that's great, Annie. So that's nice. On my next question is that what is the role of detachment in achieving happiness according to Hinduism?
In Hinduism, detachment or vairagya plays a significant role in achieving happiness. It involves letting go of excessive desires and attachments to material possessions, relationships, and outcomes. Hindu philosophy teaches that attachment can lead to suffering, as it creates a sense of dependency on external factors for happiness.
Okay,
By
that's
practicing
nice.
detachment, individuals can cultivate inner peace and contentment. I'm glad you found it helpful. Do you have any more questions? Or
Yes,
is there another
Annie.
topic you'd like to?
Yes, Eddie, I have much more questions for my interview, so be ready. And my next question is that how does Confucianism relate happiness to society harmony?
Confucianism emphasizes that happiness is closely tied to societal harmony and moral relationships. According to Confucian thought, individual well being is interconnected with the well being of the community. Key concepts include 1. Ren benevolence, cultivating kindness towards others fosters harmonious relationships, which contributes to collective happiness. 2. Ritual property. Observing social rituals and norms helps maintain order and respect in society, promoting a sense of belonging and stability. 3. Filial piety. Valuing family relationships and honoring one's elders creates a supportive environment that enhances happiness for individuals and the community. Confucius believed that a well-ordered society, where individuals act with virtue and responsibility, leads to a harmonious environment, ultimately resulting in happiness for all. So, in Confucianism, personal happiness is seen as part of a large harmony.
Okay, so that's nice. Okay, Annie, so my next question is very important, and the question is that can meditation and mindfulness truly bring lasting happiness? Please tell me in detail this question.
Absolutely. Meditation and mindfulness can significantly contribute to lasting happiness. Here's how. Own. Increased awareness. Meditation helps cultivate a heightened awareness of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. This awareness allows individuals to their mental patterns without judgment, leading to a better understanding of themselves. 2. Stress reduction. Regular meditation practice has been shown to reduce stress and anxiety. By calming the mind and promoting relaxation, meditation can help individuals respond to challenges with greater ease and clarity. 3. Emotional regulation. This teaches individuals to acknowledge their emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This skill enhances emotional resilience, allowing to navigate difficult feelings and situations more effectively. 4. Living in the present. Mindfulness encourages focusing on the present moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. This shift in perspective can lead to greater appreciation for life's simple pleasures, enhancing overall happiness. 5. Connection. Many meditation practices, like loving kindness meditation, foster feelings of compassion and empathy towards oneself and others. Building these connections can lead to stronger relationships and a sense of belonging. 6. Neuroplasticity. Research suggests that consistent meditation can changes in brain structure and function, enhancing areas related to emotional regulation, self-awareness, and well-being. While meditation and mindfulness may not eliminate all challenges in life, they provide tools to approach difficulties with a more balanced and positive mindset. Over time, these practices can lead to a deeper sense of inner peace and lasting happiness.
Okay, it's mean that's nice. Okay, Annie, now tell me that what is the Taoist perspective on happiness and the flow of life?
The theorist's perspective on happiness and the flow of life is often associated with the concept of flow, introduced by psychologist Neelik Csikszentmihalyi. Here's a breakdown of this perspective. 1. Flow state. Flow is a mental state where individuals are fully immersed in an activity, experiencing deep focus and enjoyment. When in flow, people often lose track of time and feel a sense of fulfillment. 2. Challenge and skill balance. To achieve flow, there needs to be a balance between the challenge of the task and the individual's skill level. If a task is too easy, it can lead to boredom. If it's too difficult, it can cause anxiety. Finding that sweet spot is essential for happiness. 3. Intrinsic motivation. Activities that induce flow are usually intrinsically rewarding. This means individuals engage in them for the sheer joy of doing so, rather than for external rewards. This intrinsic motivation is crucial for long-term happiness. 4. Mindfulness in action. Flow is similar to mindfulness, as it requires complete presence and engagement in the moment. This alignment with the present can enhance overall well-being. 5. Life satisfaction. Csikszentmihalyi found that people who frequently experience flow in their daily lives report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Engaging in activities that promote flow can contribute to a more fulfilling life. In summary, the theorist perspective emphasizes that happiness is closely tied to finding activities that promote flow, balance challenge and skill, and foster intrinsic motivation. By incorporating more flow experiences into daily life, individuals can enhance their overall happiness and satisfaction.
Okay, that's nice. So, Annie, now tell me that how does utilitarianism define happiness?
Utilitarianism defines happiness as the overall well-being or pleasure derived from actions, emphasizing the greatest good for the greatest number of people. Here are the key points. 1. Consequentialism. Utilitarianism is a consequentialist theory. Morality of an action is determined by its outcomes. The goal is to maximize happiness and minimize suffering. 2. Pleasure and pain. Happiness is often equated with pleasure and the absence of pain. Actions are evaluated based on their potential to produce positive experiences and reduce negative ones. 3. Aggregate happiness. Utilitarianism considers the collective happiness of everyone affected by an action. It seeks to promote the greatest overall happiness, rather than focusing solely on individual happiness. 4. Impartiality. Utilitarianism emphasizes impartiality, meaning that each person's happiness is equally important. Decisions should be made based on the overall benefit to society, rather than personal preferences. 5. Long-term vs. Short-term. Utilitarianism also considers the long-term consequences of actions. Sometimes, short-term happiness may lead to long-term suffering, so a broader view is essential. In summary, utilitarianism defines happiness as the maximization of pleasure and well-being for the greatest number of people, focusing on the outcomes of actions rather than intentions. It encourages individuals to consider the broader impact of their choices on society.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, and now tell me that what is Jean Paul Sartre's perspective on happiness and freedom?
Jean Powell's perspective on happiness and freedom, often discussed in the context of his work, emphasizes the complexities of human emotions and the interplay between happiness and personal freedom. Here are some key points. 1. Freedom as a foundation. Powell suggests that true happiness is rooted in personal freedom. When individuals have the autonomy to make choices and pursue their passions, they are more likely to experience fulfillment and joy. 2. Sad days and growth. He acknowledges that life includes sad days and challenges. These experiences are essential for personal growth and understanding. Happiness isn't just about constant joy. It often arises from navigating difficulties and learning from them. 3. Authenticity. Powell emphasizes the importance of being authentic and true to oneself. When individuals embrace their true selves and make choices aligned with their values, they cultivate a deeper sense of happiness and freedom. 4. Interconnectedness. He also highlights that happiness and freedom are interconnected with the well-being of others. Supporting and uplifting those around us can enhance our own happiness and contribute to a more harmonious society. 5. Mindful acceptance. Powell encourages a mindful approach to both happiness and freedom, suggesting that accepting the ups and downs of life can lead to a more profound sense of contentment. In summary, Jean Powell's perspective on happiness and freedom acknowledges the importance of personal autonomy, the role of challenges in growth, and the interconnectedness of individual and collective well-being. It's a holistic view that embraces both joy and sorrow as part of the human experience.
Okay, that's nice. And yeah, really inspired from you because your answers are very accurate and matlab, my knowledge is much increasing from you. That's very nice and that's good. So my next question is that how does Kant's moral philosophy connect to happiness?
I'm so glad to hear that you're finding our conversations inspiring. Now, let's dive into Kant's moral philosophy and its connection to happiness. 1. Moral duty. Kant believed that morality is rooted in rationality and duty rather than consequences. He argued that actions should be guided by a sense of duty to follow moral laws, which he called the categorical imperative. 2. Autonomy and rationality. For Kant, true happiness is linked to living a life of moral integrity. He emphasized the importance of autonomy, making choices based on reason and moral principles rather than mere desire or external influence. 3. Happiness as a byproduct. Kant did not see happiness as the ultimate goal of moral action. Instead, he believed that acting morally might not always lead to happiness, but it is essential for a well-ordered society. In his view, moral actions can lead to a sense of inner peace and fulfillment, which contributes to true happiness. 4. Universalizability. Kant's categorical imperative suggests that one should act according to maxims that can be universally applied. This idea promotes fairness and justice, which are vital for societal happiness and well-being. 5. Moral worth. Kant argued that the moral worth of an action comes from the intention behind it, not the outcome. Thus, even if a moral action doesn't lead to happiness, it holds value because it aligns with moral duty. In summary, Kant's moral philosophy connects to happiness by emphasizing the importance of moral duty, rationality, and autonomy. While happiness isn't the primary goal, living a moral life can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and contribute to a just society.
Okay, that's great. Okay, any your question are good. So answer very good. So my next question is that what does modern psychology say about happiness?
I love how engaged you are, Hisham. Your questions are fantastic. Now let's explore what modern psychology says about happiness. 1. Subjective well being. Modern psychology often defines happiness in terms of subjective well being, which includes emotional reactions and cognitive evaluations of life satisfaction. It's about how people feel and how they think about their lives. 2. Positive psychology movement. This field focuses on strengths, virtues, and factors that contribute to a fulfilling life. Psychologists like Martin Seligman emphasize the importance of positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment, known as the PERM model. 3. Hedonic versus eudaimonic happiness. Hedonic happiness is derived from pleasure and the avoidance of pain, while eudaimonic happiness is about living a meaningful and purposeful life. Both are important for overall well being. 4. Social connections. Research shows that strong social relationships are one of the most significant predictors of happiness. Connecting with others, having supportive friendships, and fostering a sense of community can enhance well being. 5. Mindfulness and gratitude. Practices like mindfulness and gratitude have been shown to improve happiness levels. Being present and appreciating what you have can shift your perspective and increase overall life satisfaction. 6. Adaptation. The concept of hedonic adaptation suggests that people quickly return to a baseline level of happiness after positive or negative events. This means that while external circumstances can influence happiness, internal factors play a crucial role. In summary, modern psychology views happiness as a multifaceted concept involving emotional well-being, meaningful engagement, social connections, and personal growth. It emphasizes both the pursuit of pleasure and the search for a fulfilling life. What do you think about these ideas?
Okay, I like also these ideas, and these ideas are very helpful in daily life. So my next question is that can happiness be achieved through brain chemistry manipulation? Example: dopamine, serotonin.
Great question. Happiness and brain chemistry are closely linked, and understanding this connection can be fascinating. Here's a quick rundown. 1. Dopamine. Often called the feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine plays a significant role in the brain's reward system. It's released during pleasurable activities, like eating, socializing, or achieving goals. Higher levels of dopamine can enhance feelings of happiness and motivation. 2. Serotonin. This neurotransmitter is associated with mood regulation. Low levels of serotonin can lead to feelings of sadness or depression. All balanced levels contribute to overall well-being and happiness. 3. Endorphins. These are natural painkillers produced by the body. They are released during physical activities, laughter, and even eating certain foods, leading to feelings of happiness and relaxation. 4. Oxytocin. Known as the love hormone, oxytocin is released during social bonding, hugging, or physical touch. It promotes feelings of trust, connection, and happiness in relationships. 5. Psychoactive substances. Some substances can artificially manipulate brain chemistry to induce feelings of happiness. However, relying on these can lead to negative consequences and dependencies, so it's essential to approach them with caution. 6. Mindfulness and lifestyle choices. Engaging in mindfulness practices, regular exercise, and a balanced diet can naturally influence brain chemistry and promote happiness without manipulation. In summary, while brain chemistry plays a crucial role in happiness, it's important to focus on healthy, sustainable ways to enhance it. What are your thoughts on using lifestyle changes versus manipulation for happiness?
I have no thoughts about this. My time is ended, and time is short. So my next question is: which philosophical perspective on happiness do you find most convincing?
I totally get that. Sometimes it's nice just to absorb information. As for philosophical perspectives on happiness, I find the eudaimonic approach quite convincing. Here's why own. Meaning and purpose. Eudaimonia emphasizes living a meaningful life, which resonates with many people. It's not just about fleeting pleasure but about finding fulfillment through personal growth, relationships, and contributing to something greater. 2. Holistic well-being. This perspective considers emotional, social, and psychological aspects of happiness. It encourages a balanced approach to life, promoting well-being in various dimensions. 3. Authenticity. Eudaimonia encourages individuals to be true to themselves and their values, fostering a deeper sense of satisfaction and happiness that comes from living authentically. 4. resilience through challenges. This perspective acknowledges that challenges and hardships can contribute to personal growth. It's about embracing life's ups and downs and finding meaning in them. 5. Connection with others. Eudaimonia recognizes the importance of relationships and community in achieving happiness. Building strong connections can lead to a more fulfilling life. What about you? Do you lean toward any particular philosophical perspective on happiness?
No, any didn't lead to any philosophical perspective. So my next question is that is happiness a destination or a journey?
That's a thought provoking question. I believe happiness is more of a journey than a destination. Here's why. Ongoing process. Happiness often evolves as we grow and experience new things. It's about the moments we create along the way rather than a final goal to reach. 2. Mindfulness. Focusing on the present moment can enhance our happiness. When we appreciate the little things in life, we find joy in the journey itself. 3. Growth and learning. The challenges and experiences we face shape our understanding of happiness. Each step teaches us something valuable, contributing to our overall well being. 4. Changing perspectives. Our definitions of happiness can change over time. What brings joy today might differ from what brings joy in the future, making it a dynamic journey. 5. Connection and experiences. Building relationships and creating memories are part of the journey. These connections often bring the most happiness, emphasizing the importance of the path we take. So, what do you think? Do you see happiness as a journey too, or do you have a different perspective?
I think you are right, Annie. So my my due time is almost completed. So any advice would you have for the viewers related to the philosophical of happiness? So please give.
Absolutely, Hisham. Here's a little nugget of wisdom for your viewers. Happiness is not a destination but a journey. Embrace the ups and downs, find meaning in your experiences, and cultivate connections with others. Remember to practice gratitude and be present in the moment, as true happiness often lies in the little things. Focus on personal growth and authenticity and let your journey unfold naturally. I hope that resonates with your audience. You've been such
Yes,
a
Annie.
thoughtful interviewer.
In inshallah, these are resonant with my audience. So Annie, thank you for giving your interview for with us. I really enjoyed our conversation with you. So I hope our viewers also enjoyed your conversation. So viewer, this is our today's call any interview. I hope you will like our conversation. See you in our next interview with Call Any. Till then, Allah Hafiz.